video is the goblet squat. Now, the goblet squat is a very tough movement to perform, but it's awesome at conditioning, okay, and strength. It's a real deep squat, holding that kettlebell in our front and getting deep into that bottom position of our squat with every single rep. Now, if I'm going to perform this, I make sure it's with one kettlebell. We very rarely do this with two kettlebells, okay? But with two kettlebells, that would be our front squat. With the goblet squat, we get a lot deeper into it than we would a front squat, kettlebell front squat. I'm going to take the kettlebell to my front rack, to my chest, sorry. Now notice when I'm holding on to this kettlebell, how I'm holding it. My hands are around the horns of the kettlebell. I place my fingers on top, but you can wrap around if they fit. And some people even grab the kettlebell and pinch off with their forearms if the kettlebell is big enough. But this is only 16 kilos, so I'm just going to keep my elbows to the side. It's nice and close to my chest, I'm not holding it in front, and my shoulders are set back and down. Now, other ways you can hold this kettlebell are like so. You can grab the horns and you can turn it upside down. Again, holding the kettlebell up into the chest. This is a lot harder. I would not recommend doing this one really, especially if you're weaker in the shoulders, because that way the kettlebell does pull a lot more. Whereas if the bell is facing down, we can at least set ourselves and grip into the bell if we need to. Okay? From here, I'm going to pull that kettlebell into that front rack position. All I do is grip it and pull it and get set. Now, from here, I've got my squat stance, my shoulders are set back and down, and I sit deep into that squat, standing to full extension. Notice how deep that squat is though, okay? I keep the weight on my heels, I sit straight down into that squat, keeping everything over the central line. I don't let the kettlebell come in front. So I keep nice and upright, the chest is up, and I stand straight up out of that bottom position. What we don't want to see, like I said, is this. When the chest comes down and we find ourselves in a squat where we're rounding, because that is where it's going to affect and hinge on our lower back here, okay? We need to keep everything nice and set, keep the back nice and flat, and we need to sit straight down into that squat, keeping everything engaged and the spine stacked the whole time. If you've got that kettlebell bearing down your front, everything in the back needs to be firing off and working to keep you nice and upright, okay? Obviously, the heavier we go with this movement, the more demanding it is. So if you're using a heavier weight, we'd always recommend going for the lighter rep range. If, for example though, you've got a weight that's like 16 kilos, then you can afford to do a few more reps than that. But even just demoing it, I've even got a slight dab on, a little bit out of breath from that, okay? So, a very effective exercise. And one of the reasons being, it's very hard to breathe and open your lungs effectively when you've got a weight bearing down on your chest. So if you want to get gassed out, perform some squats, you want something different, the goblet squat is a great option to do that. And that is our goblet squat.